Greetings, everyone. My name is Maureen Mooney, one of your Merrimack state representatives, and I'm seeking re-election this year. Thank you for watching my video. I hope to give you a summary of my background and why I am seeking re-election to the New Hampshire House, as well as my views on important issues. I encourage you to visit my website, www.votemooney.com. It is a comprehensive site and includes my full bio, stance on the issues, voting information, testimonials, and more. Most especially, I respectfully ask for your vote. I look forward to serving once again the residents of Merrimack. I have resided in Merrimack for over 2 decades. I am in my 5th term representing Merrimack in the New Hampshire House of Representatives. During that time, I served as an assistant Republican leader, assistant majority whip, a member of the House Rules Committee, and a member of the Judiciary Committee where I was appointed clerk. I was proud to serve alongside dedicated former Merrimack state reps, including Representatives Bob LaRue, Peter Batula, Bob Milligan, Bob Brundage, Chris Christensen, Pete Henkel, Dick Barry, Jack Balcom, Nancy Elliott, Jim O'Neill, and Speaker Dick Hinch. Currently, I am on the House Finance Committee and I'm Vice Chair of Division 3. House Finance is where the multi-billion-dollar state budget begins and is carefully reviewed. I'm a co-chair of the Speaker's Advisory Group, an alternate on the Joint Fiscal Committee, and a member of the Commission on the Environmental and Public Health Impacts of Perfluorinated Chemicals. I am known for being able to work with all legislators despite political party, as well as provide attentive constituent service. And I'm active in the community. Throughout my 5 terms in the New Hampshire House, I have worked on, sponsored, and co-sponsored many bills, including toll relief for Merrimack, enhancing taxpayer rights, phasing out the interest and dividends tax, protecting soil from PFAS pollution while providing monies for rebate programs to assist impacted private well users with water treatment or connection to public water systems, and adding a whopping $25 million to the PFAS Remediation Loan Fund. Preventing the transfer of Continental Boulevard maintenance and repair costs to the town. Exempting funeral processions from paying road tolls. Expanding protection for abandoned children with the Safe Haven Act. Improving school safe zones and safer roads. Divesting state funds from countries identified as state sponsors of terrorism. Supporting parental notification and rights. Protecting private property rights, which resulted in the language of Part 1st, Article 12A of the New Hampshire Constitution, adopted by the voters in 2006, that reads as follows: no part of a person's property shall be taken by eminent domain and transferred directly or indirectly to another person if the taking is for the purpose of private development or other private use of the property. Extending the statute of limitations for civil actions based on sexual assault and civil actions relative to PFAS ingestion. prohibiting PFAS in certain products, commemorating the USS New Hampshire nuclear submarine. In fact, I was invited to attend the Navy christening ceremony in Groton, Connecticut in 2008 of that submarine. On the county level, I serve on the Hillsborough County Attorney and Medical Referee Budget Subcommittee, and previously served on the County Sheriff's Department Budget Subcommittee. These are further ways to watch taxpayer dollars very carefully when budgeting. I was featured in the book Women at the Table, 40 Intimate Profiles of Political Women of the Northeast in 2008. The book profiles New England women in government from both political parties. And I wrote the foreword for the book 13 Women, about female state senators in New Hampshire, published in 2010. I received my Bachelor of Arts degree in Political Science from the Thomas More College right here in town, my law degree from the Massachusetts School of Law, and a Master of Education degree in Educational Leadership through New England College. I have held various positions and worked extensively in the areas of politics, education administration, and charitable organizations. I was the Associate Dean of an undergraduate history completion college for non-traditional students seeking admittance to law school. I've held leadership positions at the second largest bricks and mortar public charter school in New Hampshire. Upon my departure, the school named its library after me. On the bronze plaque, it reads, "No idea was too big and no task too small for this great lady." I was truly honored and humbled by this recognition. I serve on the advisory board of the Academy of the Holy Family in Baltic, Connecticut, and I'm a trustee of the Thomas More College, where I was the board secretary for 15 years. In 2017, I was the first alumna of the college to receive its highest honor, the Thomas More Medal, for exemplary service and support to the school. Since 2000, Merrimack voters have repeatedly elected me a delegate to my party's state convention. In fact, I have topped the ticket for that office. In 2008, I was a delegate at the Republican National Convention in Minnesota. And in 2012, I was a presidential elector. I am a member and past president of the Rotary Club of Merrimack, which raises funds for the Merrimack community at the annual turkey trot on Thanksgiving and Christmas tree sales. I was named Rotarian of the Year and received the President's Award 3 times for service above self in the community. It's possible you've seen me before on MerrimackTV, emceeing the Rotary Speech Contest at Merrimack High School and hosting a Rotary TV show about supporting the local community. Also, I am a big fan of the Merrimack Tomahawks, where my nephew David played varsity basketball. I am running for re-election as a Republican for state representative because I care very much about the residents of Merrimack. I don't want an income or sales tax. I believe in personal responsibility and less government regulation. I believe in school choice, working together on clean water, and economic growth. I have a 5-way test to assess every bill that comes before me as a state representative. I ask these questions before voting on every bill, and it puts into context my philosophy on government. The questions are, number 1, what will this bill cost the taxpayers? Number 2, Will this bill raise or implement new taxes or fees? Number 3, what are the long-term effects of this bill? Number 4, does this bill infringe on individual rights? And number 5, does this bill expand state government? I've been very successful as a state representative by applying these questions to my votes on legislation. However, legislation is nothing unless we have a governor to sign it into law. The late Governor Merrill is credited with coining the term the New Hampshire advantage. New Hampshire has no sales or income tax and has a consistently business-friendly environment. Governor Sununu has worked very hard to preserve this advantage, and now we need Kelly Ayotte to continue his work. And very importantly, the governor needs help from a supportive legislature and an executive council, especially when it comes to proposing a balanced state budget. I also want to mention my continued accessibility and commitment to serving Merrimack residents when elected. Please know that I believe in respectful discourse. I use social media, Facebook, Twitter, and my website to update followers on important issues. However, I will not participate in unproductive discussions and personal attacks on various social media platforms and online forums. Only through effective communication can we work together for Merrimack. I've said a lot about myself and my background so you can get to know me better, but this election is really about you and the future. My legislative experience, combined with my years as a school administrator, board member of the schools I attended, a community leader, and advocate, make me well suited to lead us forward and continue on the work we've done. Thank you for watching and for listening to this program. Again, I am Maureen Mooney, running for re-election as a state representative from Merrimack. I hope you can tell that I care very deeply for the residents of Merrimack and look forward to continuing service in Concord. My website is www.votemooney.com. I respectfully ask for your vote at the general election on November 5th, 2024, along with Team Merrimack. This is Maureen Mooney signing off. Thank you again, and I'll see you around town. Bye now.